Boop, boop. Hello?
Boop, boop.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're well. We've had a whole week to think about what's going to go happening in this underwater temple thing, and reflect upon what happened last time. Last time we had a calamitous realization that this temple is occupado by a huge tentacled monster that is lying beneath the water, a layer of water that is somehow beneath the other water, and is a kind of a salmony color, around which there is a swirling tempest maelstrom of water that leads into the depths surrounding whatever toothed maw this creature has. It got involved in a little tussle that our party had as they engaged with some cephalopods that were piloting skeleton mechs somehow, and nearly got hit by a cannonball, but no one else did. Haiku almost got hit by a cannonball, but a very lucky shield spell managed to deflect it, which is good because that thing was hitting for the 40s.
Yes.
After dispatching the little cephalopodian baddies, we are now on the other side of that room and have avoided the tentacles. We decided that we would have a short rest and get some of our hit points back. That's it. That's our recap. Apart from the fact that you also found those sea gem things and it got a bit weird.
I don't think it got weird. I think it was fine. What was weird about it?
We ate them.
Yeah.
The only way you can.
Yeah,
I think if anyone made it weird, it was you in describing him in such a manner.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, I'd like to first expressly make it very clear that I did not design these in the way that they came out. When I designed them,
Not
I didn't
consciously.
think, when I designed them, I didn't think this is going to get weird. I just, fuck it. Whatever. We're good now. Okay, so our prompt for today.
I
as
just
our
made a
characters are
fruit
aware-
and y'all decided to milk it. God damn it.
Accurate.
I mean, yeah, kind of. We are doing a Malkavir prompt today, and that prompt is: what would have to happen to force you to return home? Brackets as you define home from your adventures. I think it's a pretty good prompt, and I'm eager to hear what each of you have to say.
Wouldn't be too eager for me.
We'll start with you.
No. Well, the problem is like, other than like, I don't know, like other than like death of family members and stuff, thinking of something fun and creative is difficult. I think maybe something like going wrong like that. Maybe so Randall's sister is like in line for the family farm, which is why Randall left in the first place. So maybe if something went down there, or like they needed help sorting something out, it's like particularly bad year, or probably much more likely Caspian related stuff is much more likely to send Randall around.
Would you? So you would say that Randall would consider the farm home more than, say, the monastery?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I think a lot like it'd be much more difficult to force him back to the monastery at this point.
Really?
Whereas I think he's probably got stronger ties to to his family home.
Okay.
So like the kind of things that could happen at the monastery are probably less likely to bring him home, unless there was like, we found this whole new archive that we didn't know about before, and it's all purple or something. But I wouldn't really call that. That's not really like forced home.
Sure.
That's like enticed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what does purple mean in this context?
Just because like all the purple ink stuff, like related to that kind of.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I think that gives us a little bit more insight into your character anyway, because last time we were talking, we were talking about our character sheet, our bonds, our personality, things that might have changed since writing our characters.
Yeah.
And previously, your bonds, etc., were about how you would do anything to promote to further your monastery's purpose and direction or whatever. And now that's kind of changed a bit.
I just need to interrupt. Trash, thank you so much for the raid. How did
Hey,
your
Trash.
first time DMing go? I hope it went well. I hope you had a fun time.
Ooh.
I was lurking for a lot of it.
I was gonna
but-
say I'm about to out you because I did come and watch a little bit of the D&D over Jenny's shoulder, while she was lurking. I was like somehow lurking at the same time.
Double
That's
lurking.
awesome.
Yeah.
First time DMing on, was it first time DMing ever or first time DMing on stream? Because we've got Jack who did the same thing, and I can imagine it's quite a grueling experience going straight into stream DMing.
It's quite the deep end.
It's quite the deep. It's quite the deep.
Quite deep end, yeah.
Well, you're joining us at the start of our game. Well, not the very start, start of our session today, I guess. And we're doing prompts. So something that we do on our stream is we ask our players a big question about their characters, and we get to reflect on their characters a little bit. And we've just done Randall's. Haiku, you're up next. Our
Me.
prompt for today is what would have to happen to force you to return home from your adventures. So that could be like Randall described, like bringing maybe the whole party back for an adventure, or it could just be like, I'm quitting adventuring, I'm going home, these guys need me more, or maybe something like, I'm quitting adventuring, you guys suck. Hey, you guys.
You've driven me away from adventuring.
No, if Haiku were to lose another adventuring party while they were caroling away, maybe they'd quit at that point. No, one of two things: either Haiku finds the thing, or another member of their family finds the thing. And
Right.
that's pretty much the only two reasons they would ever go back.
Okay. So
It's very much tradition. If you go out to look for this thing, you either bring it back or you die.
Yeah.
No, not
See you
that
later,
they kill you if
suckers.
you don't bring it back, but you'll.
Oh.
You're done.
I really
Or
like
you
that
die.
in this context. See you later, fuckos. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So there would have to be this big traditional family event of you finding this item, this artifact that every one of your family is off to look for.
Yeah, well, it's
that
not
is
traditional
what we're
because it's
doing.
never happened before.
Well, it's a tradition that's expected
I know
of
it.
people in your family. Yeah.
Is anyone
Okay,
going to know
cool.
what to do if someone does find it and bring it back, or are you just going to stand around and look at it and be like, what do we do now?
The idea is it's been so many generations now that there's a very good chance someone's already found it and they're carrying it around with them. Because it's just like
Absolutely.
it's slowly leaked out of memory, like what they're actually.
Right, yeah.
It might be the immovable rod,
I'll
the
say it's the
true
frog lamp.
hero.
It's a frog lamp.
Frog lamp all along.
Okay, Nerly.
Yeah, so that's an interesting question for
Uh-huh.
me because I think I can't. I think that she has gotten used to the idea of the manor being home now, right? So obviously if something were to happen to Evelyn or Parsnip, that would be oh no, we've got to go home and help them. But I
Sure.
think at the core of her being, the Enclave is still what she would think of as the place where she was raised in that sense. And the only thing I could think of that would make her ever want to go back there for any reason would be as if they found another child.
Right. Okay. And what would your investment be? What would that make Nerly want to do or feel?
I think she's been so ruled by fear for so long that she was just afraid and confused, and now that she's got a pretty good idea after the Tree of Knowledge incident of kind of like what's going on there, I think she would end up being angry
Sure.
and would go with the explicit, like, the main goal would be like recover and protect this being, like this child, but I don't know that she'd be able to just like get in and out with just them, and so I think it would end up being like, who's really behind this, and maybe they need to go, you know.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Enlightening.
Yeah.
Well then. Last but not least, Oro.
My mind completely went to if something bad would happen. That if something bad happened to either Mom or Vince, my hill giant BFF, then I would probably be like, "All right, gotta go," and go sort that out. But then when everyone was talking, I was like, "Oh, maybe if there was like another fake Oro that appeared, I would also be like, hold up, wait a minute." Or if there was another big party or something, like, hold up.
Imagine just the cheap DM trick of another Oro showing up this time with more R's. Oh my
No,
god,
please.
never live it down. Never live
One
it
of them's
down.
gotta die.
Oro. Okay, cool. I think that speaks accurately of Oro, doesn't it? You know, you'd your attachment to your circus background is very strong, especially your mum Hilda and your pals there. If they needed you, you'd go. You already did it. They already needed you, and you already went. Oh my god! First has only just been redeemed.
It just told me I could goblin, and I was like, well, I don't want to do that. And then I opened it up, and I was like, wait, first is here. Now I can't goblin because I don't have enough.
Oh, no.
Wait, you had exactly 10,000?
I think so.
That's too funny.
Oh, hey, Leonor.
Hi,
Yes.
Sarah. Hi,
We should
Leonor.
hydrate.
Also, hi everyone else. Sorry, we're doing the intro spiel. Sometimes it gets me distracted. I forget to say hello to everyone. Hi, Grace. Hi, Evan. Hi, Canuck. Hi,
I'm gonna
Tresh.
put in my eye drops, so I'm gonna cover again because some people don't like eye stuff. So 1 second.
That's fair enough. Also, hi, Adam and Noko.
Hi. Yeah, I hope the drive's going
Rages,
okay.
if the rages are
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. One for the DM this time. Oh, thank you, Leonor.
Betrayal.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, what a treat.
Wait, everyone get the list out.
Yeah.
So rare that someone redeems a d6 for me. Thank you.
Yep,
It's just
my
Evan.
list,
Evan
definitely.
Fobbs. Who else has disobeyed me?
I like to think that there are people who redeem it and think, oh, I want to give something nice to Tom.
And everyone's like, the
And then
list. You go on.
immediately everyone's like, the list, and everyone's like, oh no, what have I done? I didn't want to make enemies.
I think there are some people. Oh, why it's gone out of focus?
Ooh,
Wow.
Spooky.
it's got too warm.
Wow. I'd like to open the software to bring back into focus, but it usually, turns out.
Oh, yeah, no, crash.
I know there are some people who like rotate their.
Oh, their
sort of
D6.
dice
Yeah,
pieces
yeah.
around. And then, but even when they do that, whenever it gets to Tom, nope.
It's just immediately a very poor response to me getting a d6. Wow. Okay, well, we'll start today's session where we finished off like we do every time. You guys wanted a short rest, so I'd like two things. First off, for you to roll any hit dice that you want to add back onto your health. And second off, what are you doing in this short rest? Bearing in mind the circumstances that you're under, any thoughts that your characters are having, any conversations, any activities?
Why were we're resting so we get some health points, and I feel like there was something else we were trying to do as well in the meantime, or maybe I'm just
You were trying to make sure that you don't spend too much time resting and dilly-dallying because you are on a clock.
Right. Okay.
And that clock is being able to breathe.
Pretty important
It's a
clock.
pretty important clock.
Yeah.
Important clock, yeah.
Is that your normal alarm kind of situation?
We need to stop using all good dice rolls for these hit points.
What? That's a good
Alright,
reason.
I'll fix
That's a
that.
good place to use them.
I'll fix that.
Feels like a bad reason.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Oh, perfect.
Tortu's definitely been on the list at one point, and Jack.
Thought we call ever
And
giving
Sarah.
Tom a dice.
Yeah, I don't remember Tom doing it. Jack doing it. I know.
I'll be honest, I struggle watching D&D streams. I never really watch.
Wow.
Wow, and we invited you into
I
our
find
home.
And
it
you're
difficult to
here.
follow along when there's also a
Wow.
chapter
Get out.
interactive.
Oh my! Get out! Leave! Oh, there we go.
Oh my
That's
God.
some Classic
Oh.
Okay.
roll.
I definitely gave Evan some as well, though. When,
Yeah, that's what I
Hilariously, I have 53 hit points, and I got to 50, and I was like, I'll roll one more dice. I just need 3
Yeah.
points. So of course I rolled 2.
So close.
You gonna roll another one? You gonna roll another one? Just get that one extra.
No, I don't think,
Are you
Sure,
I think I am
you
actually.
want that one? I mean, you're guaranteed to get it.
Am I? Somehow, I think I could probably not.
Are we both?
Alright.
Yeah, we're both in the same boat.
Oh, did you get it as well? You've also got
I'm
1
on-
point.
I'm on 63 out of 64.
Well, is that Nugget sitting there with exactly 69 hit points? That's
I
nice.
know, right?
Oh my god, amazing.
Nugget can never gain any more hit points.
Ever.
Please be aware of your spell usage as well. We've now reached an hour of you guys being in here. So your
Oh.
cannon's gone.
Yeah.
Good news, all of my stuff has come back.
Oh yeah.
It will include your key points and everything. You're just like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm back to full.
Pretty much everything I have, other than ghostly form and the boon of healing, just short rest is enough for me.
Oh my god.
I've got
That's
a long
insane.
rest for everything.
Jesus.
Monk and Warlock are a great
Monk and
combo
Warlock.
for short
yeah,
rest.
yeah. Okay, so what are you doing in your downtime? Are you just focusing on taking a breather, trying to be quiet so the tentacles don't hit you?
Yeah,
You got
I'm
cannons with you as well.
I'm working on unbreaking all the ribs that broke when the cannonball hit me.
Yes.
And I am going to use my Mermaid Pearl of Power to regain a 3rd level spell slot, which just
Okay.
takes an action, but didn't seem
Yeah, yeah.
like it was something that was pertinent to do in combat while I was being shot by cannonballs.
Sure.
Other than that, I think I would probably just be like, do we have any particular plan for the giant monster? What do we think? Now, what do we think would be best?
I thought the plan was to fix the cannon and use that somehow.
That I thought we were going to do that as well.
Okay.
But
That
Randall
sounds
completely ignores you.
Ignore.
Ignores everyone because he's just in his tome trying to find any information about giant tentacle monsters.
All right.
Any
Feel free to give me
information?
Yeah,
all right.
there's a lot to wade through, but he's
There's
the
a
man
lot
for the
to
job.
wade through. Okay. What? I mean, so you're looking for anything, literally anything.
Well, things that were going to help, be useful in combat, not strawberries.
Right. Right. Okay.
So where's it?
I
Where's
mean,
it
that
from?
could be useful. I could
What's the-
distract it with
Yeah.
the scent of strawberry, and
Just get a cheeky little prestidigitation out over there.
Oh, Grace! This group can barely scrape a plat on a good day. Much less a plan.
Oh my! Do you want to be on the list? You already on it?
We're starting a whole new list. And you're the
I
only
thought
one.
that was funny.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So you can give me any check that you want. The check that you roll will flavor the kind of information that you get.
Including athletics?
I mean, I'm thinking nature, arcana, history,
Yeah.
the main knowledge ones.
Mhm.
Okay, so trawling through your tome, you identify a couple of stories. Mostly they are pirate themed. and involve giant ships being torn asunder by giant octopus-like, squid-like creatures that just burst them and rend them in twain. Those stories very, very rarely end well, and usually the creature that attacks them is some kind of beast that is like there is an obstacle, like run away from it kind of thing, rather than let's go kill the huge tentacle monster. Yeah, the kind of thing like you try and get away from this, you don't try and run into it. Which is something hopefully that you take upon very keenly whilst going through this, because no single story that you read whilst going through your tome says we killed A.
Good.
It's usually we lost a lot of people when
we ran away from.
Yeah, exactly.
We were lucky to avoid. Okay.
So you hear
do not
people...
relate this to the group.
Okay. So you hear a couple of different terms being cast around for the kind of creature. Often it is things like giant cephalopod kind of creature, giant octopus, giant squid, whatever. One that sticks in your mind is the term kraken. Who's a bad boy?
We were just saying because Grace was rude to us, very rude, and we'll never forgive. I was going to say you can sit on the naughty table now, but then as I was typing that out, I was like, someone's going to make that weird, and I don't want to make it weird. So.
Oh, Grace has realised they've got the Monarch of Prompts roll.
Yeah, I did that ages ago, and I think we were just like, don't tell Grace. Yeah. They'll find out eventually.
Well deserved, truly, well deserved. If you wanna fight Grace for the Monarch of Prompt roll,
there you go.
You can contribute to the prompts list. Although honestly, probably untoppable. Grace does a great job with prompts. All right, so Randall delves deep into the book and come up with that kind of information. He doesn't want to share it though.
Nope.
Do we see on Randall's face that he's like, oh.
deep in study, and kind of ignoring everyone else as they rest up. Anyone else doing anything specific in their downtime?
Well, I'm gonna have a crack at fixing the cannon.
Right. Yeah.
I'm also gonna roll. I never specified which objects I was gonna use for the spell storing items. I'm just gonna roll for an item on my shelf. Choose that. That's okay.
For the spell storing item.
Yes.
As in the item that stores spells that you can use as an artificer.
Yes.
Is it not just a ring? I thought that was just a ring.
No, that's spell refueling ring. Spell storing item is just any object.
Okay.
There is a ring of spell storing that you're thinking of as a typical magic item, but this is like an artificer thing.
And it's an artificer spell that you store, isn't it?
Yes.
Hoping it's coming up Froglamp.
No,
everything's coming up Froglamp.
A metal sphere, just a smooth metal sphere. In fact, I think I've written down suspiciously smooth.
Okay, now it's intriguing.
That's
play bowls.
That has
so
10
now
charges of scorching ray.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So now when you ponder the orb, you scorch mofos. What you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have no idea which side it comes out of because it's just perfectly smooth. There's no like directionality to it.
Okay, so you've got. Is that something that you did on your long rest? I assume that's.
Yeah. That would have been when we leveled up, but I forgot to give it an actual.
Yeah, that's fine. So you've stored away Scorching Ray.
Yes.
And can you use that as a bonus or an action?
Just an action.
Just an action without using one of your spell slots.
Yep.
Lovely. Very nice. But you're also just spending your turn trying to see if you can fix the cannon.
Yes.
Are you doing so? Do you have the mending spell?
I do.
Okay. We already rolled last time we played to see if you could figure out how to fix it, didn't we?
Yes.
And you
I've
rolled
also
like
got-
a 24 or something, according to.
Yeah,
the,
I think we used some of the the Tinkerer's tools, possibly. As
Oh
well
yes.
for
We
roll.
rolled. You rolled a 24, and then we added your tinkering tool proficiency onto it, which ended up
Yes.
being like 30 something.
Oh, yeah, it's 13, so it's 37.
Yeah, so it was a very, very high roll. You can absolutely. I'm not going to make you roll again. You absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, could fix this. Yeah. You do it faster with Nerdy's help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I absolutely am helping.
cool.
Okay. In which case, I will say that you can do this within your short rest period. Whereas if you did it on your own, it may take an hour and a half or so. But since since you're working together and this is a time-sensitive kind of dungeon delve, I'll give it to you in half an hour.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Plus
I'll
you
stick
rolled
to-
really well.
I'll stick to doing the like easy outside
yeah.
bits and let Haiku handle the mechanism-y parts
Yeah.
that I don't want to.
So there are
Back
going to
up.
be things like particular bits that Haiku could fix, but would require them taking stuff out and then fixing things separately. But rather than having to take everything apart, you can do it in situ because there are two of you. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you're doing everything you do is under the guidance of Haiku, because Haiku understands the mechanisms involved a lot better than you do. But you're still a very vital part of the repairs.
If we've been in the dungeon for an hour, I'm going to have to pop a bubble kelp, finally.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
Well, what?
Wait, didn't we say that the bubble cup lasted 3 hours for you because your breath hold and stuff or something?
The first one lets them use it for 3 hours.
Oh.
But they
Aren't we
haven't actually eaten any yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, I
that's-
thought basically I could hold my
Sorry,
breath for an
yeah.
hour. I can then use the bubble kelp for an hour, and that gives me
Yeah.
the ability to hold my breath for another hour.
Hi, Caspi.
You get 2 hours for every hour from now on. For every bubble cup. No, 1 hour and a bit.
Every odd number.
Wait, how long does the bubble cup last?
No,
That lasts an
even
hour,
one
right?
hour.
An hour.
It lasts an hour for us.
For you guys,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then, so you get 2 hours for every.
Good night to
One
the
that you use.
kiddos, Evan. I hope their lemonade stand was successful today.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
Oh my god, a lemonade
Very
stand. That's
cute.
adorable.
Very, very cute. Perfect in this heat as well.
I saw a meme where a kid came home from working their lemonade stand for an hour with like $150, and the parents were like, "What?" And it turned out
Jesus.
that they like weren't making change for anyone.
Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah.
Genius.
I love the idea, cause like, who's gonna be like, "Hey kid, give me my change"? They're just gonna be like, but you, okay, thanks." Bully a kid for $3, you know? So, oh my god, it's so funny to me.
That's so funny. Okay, so we've rested up. We got some health points back. We fixed the cannon. What are we doing now? Our short rest is over.
I give Nugget another bubble kelp.
Yeah. So we decided not to go into the next room because I know that that was something that we talked about, was going into the next room to rest so that the tentacles couldn't get us. But we're just in the corner right now, right?
Yeah, you guys are just in the doorway there. You haven't opened the door.
Okay. So I know last time I was like, what if we just stay over here and shoot the thing and do range stuff for a bit and see if this works? And somebody was like, somebody didn't like that idea, or maybe it was just that they didn't want to rest over here. Do we want to actually continue moving through, or do we want to just like pop back out and start shooting from over here and see what happens?
I thought we wanted to look in the next room in case there's either something useful or something dangerous. And if we start fighting, we don't want something else to fight.
Well,
That's
some
what
kind
it
of anti-tentacle weapon right behind that
Yeah.
door.
Yeah, could be.
Press, like, break in
Yeah.
case of tentacle.
Yeah, check.
All right, let's go then.
All right, we pushing the doors open.
Doing
Yeah.
it.
The door is open.
Ooh,
To your
more
left
suspicious
and to
goldfish.
your right, there are another set of doors here, either side. Additionally, there is a bridge that leads ahead of you that you can see just about has some openings that lead down either side, probably to some kind of body of water again, and some of these goldfish just kind of floating around above ground. As you remember, everywhere we are at the moment, you are underwater, but some kind of magical force is allowing you to function as if you were not underwater, apart from being able to breathe underwater. Those of you who have had the gems of the sea, you've consumed the big milky ball sack, have gills now.
So you're doing it.
What? What do you mean? That's not sexual in any way. Then you are able to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, 6 more prompts upon ye. Grace,
Nice.
you're
Jesus.
Crazy.
Holy shit.
Crazy.
So many prompts.
Show me prompts.
Barrage of problems.
Crazy.
As soon as we open the door, can I tell if there is a big ooze here?
That's a very good check.
There is no
Big ooze
here.
check.
Give me a perception check.
Um,
Maybe your character thinks there is an ooze here.
An ooze check. 15. And I am proficient.
The
In
goldfish
the
appear
ooze.
to be swimming normally. They don't seem to be stuck in place or dissolving, so that's a good sign.
Perfect. I look at Haiku left door first. And point
Yeah.
at the door next to them.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll,
so that's your left,
Yeah.
Yeah, like over
So
here.
our
the,
right.
Yeah.
the easterly door.
Yeah.
I will open it unless any party member has anything against that.
I'm gonna cast guidance just in case. In case that's a door directly to like tentacle room and actually like there's a maw over here or something. Who knows?
I will open
Well,
it slowly, provided that it opens easily.
It does seem to open easily. And you're very grateful with what you see on the other side. Because you see a room with even more gems of the
Oh, we're
sea stored
rich.
away.
All right, well there we go.
Immediately go get my chops around one.
Is it weird if we
I
watch
watch in horror.
So what are you doing? Are you eating off the stalk like the other guys did?
Yeah, that was my suggestion. To be fair, my
Yeah.
Do you want to roll a
Suggestion
Constitution
based on-
saving throw to see if you enjoy
very
it?
bad, very bad prior knowledge. Yes.
Above 10, you like it.
Yeah. There we are. That's
Tea.
the one.
Delicious. Ooh boy. You can see why the rich folk like these so much. Yum yum.
Tastes just like home.
Just like Gollop down some gem of the sea juice and the the skin of the fruit itself, and nice and comfortably, and surely enough, you grow some gills.
Maybe one for Nugget too.
Yeah. Nugget's gonna have one.
Okay, there we go. Nugget gets some gills as well. You want to roll for Constitution to see if Nugget enjoys it?
Sure. Oh.
Nugget's not a fan. Oh, what the fuck is this? I'm not eating any more of this, am I not?
You gotta
Just
finish
leave
it.
that. You can have.
You gotta finish
have
it.
You can have it. I don't want any more. It's gross.
I
Why
know,
is
you
it
gotta have all of it. You gotta have all your
silky
gills.
almost. It's floating around. Oh, that's too much. I don't want it.
Alright, okay. I'm not force
Are you gonna
feeding my
make-
bat.
I mean, are you gonna force feed the?
Just
gem
like
of the sea?
squeeze it.
Oh,
Do any
Like a
gills
ca-
appear on Nugget?
No, not from the juice alone.
Oh, but he hasn't eaten the outer parts.
The skin,
flesh.
the husk,
Husk.
The vessel.
The vessel.
the sack.
Yeah,
That
I was gonna say
unnecessary.
sack, I was like,
Shell? The shell?
Shell? Yeah. Nugget, you gotta eat that outer bit. Just the thing will make you breathe. There's no point otherwise.
I don't
Come
want
on,
it. It's so
Come
gross.
on. Give me a
After
sprout.
a-
I try and get a sprout from
Oh,
around.
I prestidigitation it to taste like a sprout.
Oh,
You go now to
okay.
sprout.
So after a couple of
It's a
seconds
special kind of sprout.
deep disbelief and desperately not being interested in eating this in any way, you notice that the juice starts to kind of finish pouring out of this kind of grape watermelon shape and size thing, and it starts to shrivel up. As it starts to shrivel up, it turns into like kind of a raisin shape and consistency. It's quite small, in fact, compared to its original shape and size. And Nugget kind of just bites it off the stalk and just kind of holds it in their mouth for a couple of seconds, and then realizes it does taste like sprout and just chews down on it and just. That was better. I like that a bit more.
Good job.
It's not the same, though. It's not the same. But if it tastes like sprout, it goes over to the other remaining gem of the sea.
Wait, no, not all of it tastes like sprout anymore.
What are you talking about? Are you saying you tricked me?
It's magic.
Oh. Okay, I don't feel so bad about that. What are we doing? Okay, can I not have this one then?
Has he got any gills that's appeared on his?
Gills have appeared, yeah.
Okay.
He's not paying attention to them.
Okay, you've got little gills now, like we all do. You can breathe underwater for like a day.
But more importantly, can I eat this?
You don't need to eat it. It's disgusting.
But
Remember?
But can I?
You can't. We have to go now.
Okay, all right then. Well, let's get going then. What are we faffing about for? Let's go.
It's crazy. Yeah, let's go.
So you're leaving the last one behind?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For now.
All right.
Might get peckish later. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna stay down here for another day, you know.
Nerly, after watching it shrinks down, is just like, I could have just waited and just taken like one bite.
Mhm.
Dang.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have got the delicious experience of eating the whole thing fresh.
That's true. It was very good. I liked it a lot.
That's
nice.
weird. No. Me and Nugget just shaking our head. No.
It
Well,
does
the
taste like
juice at least.
popcorn, so they don't like it. Okay. Well, yeah, the juice wasn't good. If I remember correctly, you described the juice as sour almond milk. So yeah, no, it's not.
Wow, I'm so descriptive.
Well.
Can maybe say a bit more bitter than sour. Sour might be a bit. Sour would sound like it's off.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. It was like rotten.
Oh, okay. So where are we going now, team?
Cross to the door on the right.
The
To
other
the
door.
door.
Okay. Well,
I guidance whoever opens it.
in this room, if we shuffle someone a little bit closer to the front of the door here. In this room is a fountain. Bizarrely enough.
Ooh.
There is a fountain with two dolphins on a statue, and as you can see, there is some kind of a shell that is collecting water, which, as you might imagine, is already quite strange. The water, as it pours into the bowl of the fountain, is freezing, cementing in place, but it's forever pouring. It does not stop. In the center of this statue, in the middle of the water, is the hilt of a short sword. The water appears to be dousing it. You can see that there is a small amount of kind of where the ice meets the blade, it is almost being melted and being refrozen and melting and refreezing. The statue itself has two gems in the back, and they are in the eyes of the dolphins each side.
What kind of gems? What does it look like?
They look like they might be diamonds.
Oh, could you
Do
see
I-
them?
Do I get any sense that there's something magical here?
I'm not going to make you roll for that. You can absolutely certainly tell that this is magical. But that's helped by the fact that some text appears, as if etched
I'm
into the
magical.
stone in front of you.
Tooltip.
As if etched into the stone in front of you. The text reads, "Like a waifu." Doesn't read that.
Hello. The text.
It does not read that.
Who's kawaii?
It says, always smiles or maybe frowns, sinks in water, never drowns, catches prey on its barbed teeth, hunts all day but never eats.
Is this a fucking riddle?
Sounds like a riddle.
Wait, did we do? We didn't start with the riddle from the answer.
Oh
did we?
yeah, I do have a riddle that we
I was
started
like-
last week.
Did you do
Yeah,
a
yeah.
different riddle? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do
Yeah,
that now?
because it was what was it? Oro's riddle time, but a much better. name.
Yeah.
Oh, riddle me this is what Kawaii
Oh,
thought
riddle
what it
this.
was called.
Oh yeah.
Oh
The
my
riddle,
gosh,
the
nice.
riddle was what breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks. The answer is day and night.
Wow.
Breaks yet
Wow.
never falls. Fall,
Wow.
day, fall, night. Yeah.
Nightfall,
That
daybreak.
one's way better than the last one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
I think that was for a different website. Okay, so wait, read what yours was again. Tom?
Or paste it somewhere maybe too.
I'll paste it somewhere. Always smiles or maybe frowns, sinks in water, never drowns, catches prey on its barbed teeth, hunts all day but never eats. Pop it in chat as well.
Okay. Do we want chat participation in this or not? You might need to say that just in case anyone's like.
I would suggest you guys give it a whack without help
Mhm.
first. But if you want to, take some help from chat after a couple of minutes of giving it an attempt, that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll have an intelligence roll from somebody, and if you roll high enough, then you can check chat.
yeah. Okay. Oh, but what if we all fail it?
Suggestions.
It's alright. We've got somebody with like 20 intelligence over there.
Yeah.
They'll do okay. I think we can probably say that Haiku will probably succeed at some point. It's just whether or not it
Yeah.
will still be relevant. It'll be
Is
a
it a
couple
fishing
days down the road. What's Haiku saying?
Is it a fishing hook?
Is Haiku saying out loud an answer that they think is the answer?
Haiku is pondering out loud.
Mhm.
Could be a fishing hook. Like
Yeah.
a smiley face shape.
Oh.
There is a noise as one of the diamonds lights up.
Ooh.
It emits a white light. The text disappears,
Ooh.
and some
Oh,
other
genius.
text appears in its other text appears in its stead. I should have got harder riddles.
I don't know. I
I
hadn't
didn't
figured
get-
that
I
one.
didn't get
So
that.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's have a look. See, I've got a couple. I'm going to try to pick a different one.
okay.
I sail an ocean you'll never swim, and I voyage seas with white cotton ease. Yet my hold is filled with water. What am I? Going in the chat.
The hell does white cotton ease mean?
What I desperately want is for 30 minutes of the VOD to just be you guys rubbing your head.
In silence.
Yeah.
It's a rarity that I get to give you guys riddles.
It's true.
I don't throw puzzles at you that frequently.
What oceans can't you swim? Not chat. No chat participation yet.
We found a meat jar in a field. It was just a mason jar full of meat in the forest. What the fuck?
The worst geocache ever.
Such a good line. Worst geocache ever.
It
I like
always
that
goes on
because
longer than I expect it to. For some reason, I always expect it to finish at the meat jar bit, and then it just keeps going. What the
Yeah, there's a
fuck?
long pause. Yeah.
my favorite. My enjoyment of that sound alert comes in three different forms. First off, I love the way I like the way that I read it out because it's so like forcefully enunciated. Then I really like the geocache joke, but I also really like imagining Adam hearing that and just grinning to himself.
Yeah.
Especially if they're on a road trip right now. It's just like.
Thank you for the biddies there, Anonymous. I appreciate it.
Give it a little squeeze. Lube themselves up.
What the hell is
Oh,
white cotton easy? Me. Welcome to questions I ask myself daily as a translator.
Yes. Oh my god, I've worked on some translation stuff, and it is like it took us 3 days one time and like 20 people to figure out how to translate the phrase crooked sock because it didn't make sense, like a phrase that included crooked sock,
Right.
because it didn't make sense for them to say crooked sock in that moment, and it turned out it was super contextual, and it took one person with very specific, like, oh, I know what metaphor they're making, and we were like, oh.
3 days, 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Kwaifu thinks they've got the answer.
Right. Okay.
But we'll have to see if our players are done trying to think it up, and then we'll have
Role
to
playing's
succeed
kinda
on an
weird, I
intelligence
don't
check
know.
before anyone can check. Role playing is kind of weird.
Nerly doesn't want to say it out loud because she doesn't want to be wrong, but she leans over to Haiku and is like, I'll stage whisper, the only thing I can think of for this one is an iron, but I don't think they'd be talking about ironing clothes.
Would be a weird thing for them to talk about. What's the ocean an iron would sail, though?
The cloth,
Hmm.
white cotton ease.
Oh, yeah. I mean, feel free to suggest it out loud, maybe don't.
These sound alerts are confusing the fuck out of me. I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
Yeah.
I know, I was like, are you giving us anti-hints? Like, I don't think I've ever heard that one before, and so I was like, I'm not saying that out loud now.
It's like some horrible game show where you got to answer questions while people distract you.
But what if it's wrong and something bad happens?
Yeah,
Or we have to start over? Can you think of anything else?
I keep thinking of space. I can see the stars. And like, if a planet has water on it, you could say it's holding water. But that's quite we're grasping at straws.
Yeah.
Don't.
My work here is done.
Alright, Randall, any ideas?
I got nothing.
By the way, I've absolutely, and I want to make this extremely clear to every viewer, every player, anyone who's a budding DM, etc. This is optional. Okay? Under
It's
no
not.
circumstances should you ever lock parts of your D&D game behind a puzzle, because put under the pressure of being in the situation, D&D players will struggle with puzzles a lot more than you as a DM might think that they will. So if you ever come into a puzzle, it's probably going to be optional. There are very few circumstances where it's forcing you into puzzles. Okay? So if you guys get stuck on this and you don't want to do it anymore, also, again, if you guys are sat there and you have no idea what the fucking answer is and you don't want to apply your brain to do puzzles, I completely fucking appreciate that, because if I was in your position, I would let everyone else do the work for me. I would not be sitting there trying to solve riddles. I'd be like, this is your problem, guys. I don't care enough. I can't do it. I'm shit at puzzles. I'm shit at riddles. Riddles?
No,
Riddles.
I
Riddles.
enjoy trying to figure this stuff out. So
Which is why I put them in there, because I was like, some people might appreciate it. Also, we've got chat if we need it. You're okay.
that's true.
And I don't think I'm going to be able to figure this one out, but I'm more than willing to let Haiku figure it out if
Yeah.
unless some people want to keep having a crack at it, obviously.
If I don't get it like immediately, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I always forgot as well.
All right. What should we set the DC for you getting to access the chat? Let's say 15. You get to roll again if you fail, but that will be in-game time lost.
Okay, it's just an intelligence check or intelligence save?
Intelligence check.
Can I guidance Haiku?
I would have
Oh.
said yes, but it's too late now.
Well, but I asked before the roll came up.
Not for me. Have you got a D6 you want to add?
No, I don't have D6.
No D6. All right.
You could have my
I'm gonna
D6.
say-
Sure.
And my D6.
We don't even know if Kawaifu got this right. I'm confident that you have, but there's a chance you got it wrong.
That's true.
Got a D6, Jenny.
Right. That's over 15. D6
Mhm.
been used. Kawaifu, could you reveal your answer, please?
Oh, Grace. I
And,
think Grace may
what
have
I'll
figured it out.
do is.
Just to
Was
set
it Grace as
FYI,
well?
whatever answer I see first in the chat, Haiku will be saying that out loud.
Oh, okay.
A cloud.
Oh.
The other
Goddamn.
eye illuminates in a white light.
Oh,
The
such a
text
genius.
disappears.
Great.
Good job.
That was Haiku
Thank you,
saying that.
Chat.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
everybody.
Gosh,
Uh,
Haiku, how'd you
never
figure
done
that out?
It just came to me. It was like
Incredible.
Like some greater power just handed it to
Mhm.
you.
there are a lot of
Wow.
riddles in that book, that headache book, and you just get used to them. Just get used to them.
Okay.
The water stops pouring out of the fountain. The lights of the diamonds remain illuminating, and the waters, they stop freezing. They start to melt into a pool at the bottom of the fountain. The sword is no longer trapped within it, the ice.
I wonder if that will be hot to the touch. We all look at each other like, who's gonna go?
Does anyone use the sword?
Oh. I will touch the sword. I'll grab the hilt handle.
I want to clarify that it's not sexual in any way.
Not sexual in
grab
any
the
way.
hilt.
I grab the hilt.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what are they trying to not make sexual. That didn't occur to me.
I'm not sure whether or not that timing was purposeful, but it was excellent. It was
Yeah.
extremely, very well timed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short sword, which means just about everybody here has proficiency with it. Is it a short sword? Wait a minute, let me check my notes. It's not a short sword.
There's no point asking us that question.
It's a scimitar. It's a scimitar.
I mean, I'm just grabbing it to
Scimitar.
see if it's still hot or not.
It is not hot to the touch. You can feel some warmth from radiating from the blade, though.
Okay. I was going to use the absorb elements thing to negate it if it was too hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have worked.
Cool.
It's not hot. I mean, there's a little bit of warmth to it, but I started like waving it about.
Oh, so when you're pulling it out.
Yeah.
Because when you said grab it by the hilt, that could just be holding it, and
I mean, it wasn't hot, so yeah, I'll
you'll
pull it out if it's
Okay.
not hot.
It's not hot, so Haiku's are gonna pull it right out.
Yeah.
Jack's got no recollect, no, nothing.
Mm.
That's fine.
Mhm.
It's not hot. I'll just pull it out.
Yep.
Accidentally sexy Jack. Every Sunday.
We were bio
Anyway.
break soon, by the way. My drink has run out. I need to
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do a bio break right this second, before
Yes.
I do the fancy reveal.
Okay.
All right. Let's have a
Alright.
a cheeky little bio break. Refill your drinks. Stretch if you need to. If you're new here, hey, what's up?
Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
That's it. Our bio breaks are we do our business, we come back and we chat. We don't have long, like, pre-planned 15-20 minute breaks. Just we'll be back in a second. Enjoy the do good penis.
And Tom going, Oh, thanks, Canuck, with the biddies. I appreciate it. Go and have a
yay.
stretch, everyone. We're back.
I probably should get up and refill my drink, but there is a dog who has fallen asleep on my feet, so I cannot bear to wake them up. And this is where I live now, I guess. I just No point in leaving. Couldn't disrupt their comfort for a moment, even if I wanted something. How's everybody doing? Valid, yes. Absolutely. I hope you're having a good weekend. I can't even show you the sleeping dog because they're under the desk. I got nothing. Just sitting here. I did get some new dice. Did I show y'all yet? I don't think I did. I backed a Kickstarter. Thank you. I backed a Kickstarter. I want to say it was like 1.5 to 2 years ago. I don't know that you'll be able to see. I need to. Here, I'll use my phone light. Because these are kind of dark, but they're glittery. Boop. You don't think you really are going to get a good... Oh, there we go. You can't see the numbers really well, but... And it's really purple glittery, but that's kind of hard to tell. The pictures were definitely more purple than they showed up. Okay, the camera is slightly adjusting. But they're really glittery and pretty. Also, someone go get Katie water, please. Actually, so it's so much earlier in the day for me. It's only barely noon. It's only 70 Fahrenheit outside, which is 15. So, I don't want to do the math right now. 20-ish. 20-21 Celsius. Where's my other dice? There it is. Yeah. And then there's these. I like these. These are my favorite. These are the ones I wanted from the Kickstarter. And then there was another the other one that I got, and there was a third one that I waffled between. But they've got like, oh, these focused really nicely. Look how pretty. I really like those. Those colors are real pretty. I like it a lot. Pretty, yeah. So, and these are, I'm really loving the sharp edge dice lately. I've got to stop buying dice though, because I never play in person anymore. So I'm very rarely rolling these dice that I keep buying. But but they're so pretty and I could use them if I were to. I think Tom actually has said before that he doesn't care if we were to roll in person, but I like rolling on the thing where everyone can see and kind of experience the roll at the same time.
Sarah figured me out.
What? Oh, looking for your glasses?
Yeah, I left them in the bathroom.
Oh, I know.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, it's warm.
Oh. You know, I was saying that my microphone's been a bit funky because of where's my finger? This cable. I kind of, it's still on warranty, so I went to the company that makes it. It's Logitech. The blue, it's a blue snowball. And it was like, but it broke. And they were like, did you damage it at all? And I'm like, no, it just decided to occasionally not recognize that it exists if you move the cable slightly. So they're sending me a new one, baby.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah!
Which slightly awkward that my mic, which was your old mic, is still working fine, and your new mic, which replaced your old mic, which you sent me, doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
That's the way it is, yeah.
At least it's a new one though, with like no fuss.
Well, that's good.
Dare I ask whatever happened to the neon sign?
Those motherfuckers they just ran away from every possible opportunity of conversation. There was I've tried everything. I've exhausted all options.
Wait, with who?
So we had that big neon sign made for Jenny. That was bright pink and said "cunt."
Yeah.
And a couple of us pulled together to buy it.
Christ.
It was extremely bright, yeah. And the cable broke and it like burned out. So we tried to get a refund or get it remade, and I've done everything. I've tried so much. The only option that I have is that the person I got through to was like, I've emailed the CEO to try and make sure like they get back to you, and they never got back to her because I chased them again. And I was like, "Did you hear back from the CEO?" And they were like, "No, we didn't. I didn't hear back from them. You could try emailing them if you want." I'm like, I'm not gonna email the CEO. God damn it! Like, I've exhausted all of my energy tracking all of this shit down. Jesus Christ!
Send me the email of the CEO.
You want to do it? I'll leave it
Yeah.
to you. I'll leave it to you.
Yeah,
I've got enough. Like, I don't have the spoons to continue chasing. Like, it's not like they're like. At one point they were like, "Can you send us the sign?" I'm like, "We sent you the sign already. I have a receipt for the people picking it up. Like, you have the sign."
Yeah, if you go on their Trustpilot, not their Trustpilot, but just the Trustpilot website, there's like so many reviews that are like, "Don't do it, don't order it, they'll scam you out of this shit, don't do it."
It's super annoying.
So yeah.
The best thing is though, if you were to email the CEO, because it's a sign which says the word cunt, you can very passively
Yeah,
with ease.
That's
can
true.
do.
It's just annoying because if I'd just kept hold of it, then I could have tried in vain, probably, to like fix the cable or something, like the wire. Like, it would have been shit. I would have done a horrible botch job of it, but at least we'd still have it. You know?
Yeah.
Although I suppose we might also have a fire hazard in our house. Anyway.
Can you let me know if my new fan position is really windy or not?
Seems fine right
Not
now.
hearing any.
Is it all right? Okay. Because it's cold enough, so it's in the window now.
Lovely. Lovely. Okay. So you pull the blade, the scimitar, out of the water, and you wave it about, and it immediately ignites with flame. You can see that it's suppressed somewhat by the fact that you are currently underwater, but the cracks in the blade are under this kind of like molten-esque blade to itself, and it's got these red embers that are burning underneath it, sizzling, like almost boiling the water around it. It is almost like a tongue of fire, kind of lapping away the waves around it.
That's so cool.
While you know, fire is very much my thing, I do not feel safe. This Aura?
I was like jumping around. You don't want it?
No, I feel like I'm gonna do more harm than we
Or
all know
like
what
jumps up and
happens
grabs it out of his hand. And like waves it around.
It's like you can see the fires are kind of like crackling underneath the like the surface layer of this like almost like molten stone blade, and it's a beautiful weapon. It's a beautiful weapon. It's clearly somewhat sedated because it's underwater, but you suspect that this is quite a powerful tool.
What?
For you to properly, fully appreciate the value of this, you will need to do at least a short rest to inspect it.
Damn it!
Could I not use like my fancy magical item knowledge to speed up the process?
Ooh.
Is there not an identify spell anymore?
There is an identify spell, but no one picks it up.
I mean, I touched it myself.
You touched it yourself. I will allow you one check with advantage if Randall helps you with the book.
Mhm.
The DC is. This depends on what ability you're going to use. You're going to use Arcana.
Yeah.
You have advantage. DC is 15.
Okay. Just Randall is helping just to double check.
Yep. Flamey sword, flamey sword, flamey sword.
Flamey sword.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you have a +9. I should have set a higher DC.
I thought you were checking it when you were sort of running
It's
an arrow.
got 1 billion intelligence, so
I did not.
That's also why I wanted it to be an int saving throw, not a check earlier. 'Cause
oh yeah.
that'd be
Yeah,
a
of
+9.
course.
Where's my camera key?
It is a flame tongue sword. I was doing a little reference when I said it was like a tongue of fire. I will describe it as fine because it's like an iconic D&D weapon, but you'd need to be somewhat familiar with like the DMG or some of the more like older editions and stuff. So I'll read it out for you. You can use a bonus action to speak this magic sword's command word, causing flames to erupt from the blade. These flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40. While the sword is ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage to any target it hits. The flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or sheathe the sword.
Ooh.
Can I figure out the command word? Or
Yes.
is it set by the user?
It's. I mean, in this case, it's something that's set by the user. It requires attunement.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
factory reset it, and then you can set your own word.
Your own password.
Put your own
Yeah.
password on, yeah.
Yeah, alright, that'll like, set on fire. Cast fire everywhere. Whatnot. I think you need to like give it a command word. But you'll need to tune to it.
Oh, I have to think of a word? Light up my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just needs to be one word, I think.
Oh,
Just
okay.
make sure you can remember it, I suppose.
Okay.
But like something like
okay.
not common. I don't want to, not trying to overcomplicate it. It doesn't want to be something like hello.
Right. Yeah. No. Okay. Well,
So-
like,
To clarify, it requires a bonus action to activate it, but there is no limit to how much damage it deals, like how many times it can apply that damage in a round, or
Multiple
how many times you can
attacks,
use it in
or-
a day, that kind of thing.
oh, dang. Okay.
Nice. I mean, Aura's damage output wasn't high enough.
I needed a flame sword. You guys got cool spells and shit. All I did was stab. Okay.
I thought that was a neat little opportunity to invite a little bit of magic into our lives.
Yeah.
Plus, I did want to lock it behind. I don't want to just hand you a thing. You did have to solve some riddles.
So it wasn't really non-optional, you know.
It was
it's
optional. We don't have
You
to
can
have a
complete
flaming
this.
sword of
Yeah, you can
coolness.
complete this quest without that sword. It's completely unoptional. It's completely optional.
It's D&D. Everything's optional. We could have just said no.
Yeah, why are we
to
even here?
killing this dragon ages
Yeah.
ago?
Mhm.
In fact, we could just stay in our mansion and build a hot tub.
You're right.
Maybe we should just leave. Oh wait, we can't. Some of us could leave.
We've all got gills.
So to attune to the weapon would require a rest.
A short rest or a long rest?
I think it's a long rest to attune.
Okay, alright.
Oh my god,
sheath it.
have you ever seen House Moving Castle, Jenny?
No, I haven't. I want to though.
Oh, I was like, I've got a cute command word you could use, but it's not gonna
Aw.
make sense to
Oh, sorry.
They were on Netflix.
My
and
greatest
they still are,
failing.
but-
Yeah, I
It was on
know. I
Netflix.
was meant to watch. I'm just bad at watching movies.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't watch very many movies either. That's just one of those that like I can usually. I'm like, if I've seen it, people have probably seen it, right?
Probability, yeah.
And Hayao Miyazaki, I always say their name wrong. Their like art style and stuff is really like. It seems like something that would appeal to you.
I've watched My Neighbor Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service. Those are the two I've watched. And I need to
Okay.
watch all the other ones, but one day, one day when that'll happen.
There's a literal like little like living flame
Oh
called
yeah,
Calcifer.
Oh.
Calcifer. And I was like, oh, that would be so cute. But never mind.
Okay. May all your bacon burn. Oh, harsh, Sarah. Harsh. So you can think about that. Think about your little command word. It's more for flavor than it is for anything else. I'm not gonna.
Should it be
deny you-
cunt? We were
I think
just
you're
talking
gonna have to
about
say
it.
it every time you use the. Use
See
the
you
sword.
later, fuckos. Whoosh.
just a thought of a small gobbo just like unsheathing his sword, going, "Hunt!" And it like sets a flame.
I'll write it
I
down.
love it.
It's a possibility.
Okay. The blade is yours. The riddle's solved.
Before we go, can we? I'll put this out to the group. You want to maybe try and shimmy the diamonds out? I mean, we've took what they were protecting. They no longer serve a purpose.
That's true. Do they look big enough to be useful for like revivify?
They do.
And I could think of some very good uses for them. Like in case someone dies.
There we are. I mean, as someone who likes building things, I would rather see them have a use than just gather them down here. Like
You
it
try
sort
to
of
justify it.
puts the shell towards the back to hide all the dust gathering items on the shell.
Yeah. Well, they were being washed. This is like a big washing session for them. They're all
Oh,
gonna be
imagine the
squeaky clean.
trail of dirt that you're leaving behind you.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
You don't happen to be a sentient statue, do you? Like the other one?
Doesn't reply.
Okay, that
Also, I placed like Princess was there with a I like riddles, and then you guys
Yeah.
started doing riddles between games. I was like, shit. I've set this up. I'd like to be clear that I did plan to have these riddles and Princess who liked riddles before any of this.
Mhm.
I didn't
Yeah.
just sneak this in because I thought, these guys like riddles now. It's just funny that you guys were like, let's think of a riddle, and I was like, oh, you guys
Oh
have
no,
no
they're so
idea.
ready. Well versed in riddles now. What if we would have said the riddles that you had ready?
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, no, I would have
Oh.
had to look for some more. Yeah, that would have been. So all the riddles that I had prepared were water themed.
Right.
sensible, sensible.
So the plan was for them to. I'm giving behind the scenes stuff. I shouldn't really be doing how you make the sausage D&D stuff. The plan was going to be that if you fucked up, then you'd have to do a different one to make it up, and then you got to 2, then you succeeded.
Right.
That's what I
we could have
figured
been
it
here for a
was.
really long time.
Well, I only have a limited number of riddles, so you would have just
Ah.
of opportunities. So it was possible to completely fail in this. Another one was I am 4 letters long. I can be seen in the sky. I am the ocean and I am the sea. Can you guess me?
Aqua.
Moon.
Nope.
I can be seen in the sky and I am the sea, you said?
Yep. I am the ocean. I am the sea.
That's a lyric. I am the ocean. Right?
I am the
Yeah.
sea.
Is it
I'm the mountain.
water but spelt incorrectly?
Wow.
I like that.
Okay, what is the full riddle for that one again? Sorry, I'm very visual.
I am 4 letters long. I can be seen in the sky. I am the ocean and I am the sea. Can you guess me?
Something.
Blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And the other one, it is light. Sorry, it is light as a feather, yet no man can hold it for long. What is it?
Breath.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
See,
Promise.
if you
So the two you picked were the two that we were like, God damn, these
Yes,
are...
yes, I picked the
That's
hard
so funny.
ones, and you still got them, even
Yeah,
though
we
you
did.
needed help for one of them. But
We
because
found
that's-
a friend.
if you're DMing and you put puzzles and riddles in, they need to be easy because
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
under pressure, you don't want to you're not signing up to play D&D and sit here for 30 minutes thinking about a riddle.
I wouldn't mind
they
that
need-
D&D. Just
Yeah.
putting that out there.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
A riddle
Door
based
before you
D&D.
has 15 lights.
So are we going to shimmy
one's a
the diamonds
three-parter.
out?
Are the
Yeah,
diamonds
I would
still
like to
lit up?
try.
Are they still like?
The diamonds are
Right.
currently lit up, yeah.
Do we want to make sure they're not too magic? Like if you spring them out, all the magic might pour out or something. I don't know.
I will give like a magic safety check if that's a thing I can do.
I'll help.
A magic safety check.
Yes.
Yeah, like health and safety risk assessment for removing the diamonds from this magical
It's like the first time Haikyu's ever done a magic safety assessment.
Yeah.
Like
Normally they
OSHA,
just
but
set
for
everything on
magical
fire.
anomalies.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably what you're. So you're checking to see if it's safe for you to interact with them.
Yes.
Then give me an Arcana check. You have determined that yes, they are still imbued with some kind of magic. You can't tell if they are dangerous to interact with.
They are dangerous.
You can't tell if they
Oh,
are
you can't
dangerous to
tell.
interact with.
Oh, you rolled a 19. Okay.
Yeah, well, you rolled a 19, but this isn't what Arcana is usually used for.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, what you're doing is checking for traps, magical or
Yeah.
otherwise.
Gotcha. I can't be entirely certain
What starts with
Whether
a C,
it's-
ends with a T, but no longer lights up.
whether they'll be dangerous.
That's-
I'm happy to give them a go anyway.
Can I do a normal trap check?
Yep. Give me a sleight of hand or your thieves' tools check, if you like.
17.
You are quietly confident that there will be a comeuppance if you mess with these.
That means something bad will happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like something is probably gonna happen if you fuck with those.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
quite tell.
How can you tell?
Just trap things. I just can't tell you my secrets. I'm sorry.
That's
It's like a
fair.
magician.
I trust Nora's instincts, to be fair. She's not led us astray yet.
Yep.
God.
Okay, I guess we'll leave those alone.
Yeah.
Do I
Yeah,
think
but-
that there's a way to disarm the trap or like disarm the things that might
Eyes.
happen? The eyes.
You suspect so, but it doesn't look like it is a kind of like a mechanical trap. It doesn't look like something that you would be able to disarm with thieves' tools. You suspect it would require some kind of magical disarming.
Okay.
Even if we prodded it at range with a quarterstaff, you know, like a...
You don't know what the effect's going to be.
I'm gonna say yes. Even.
Yeah.
I can tell that something's probably gonna happen if you fuck with it, but it's probably gonna be a magical thing that happens. So if you can like somehow stop that with magic, then go for it. But I can't help you in normie terms.
If it's a fireball, I'd be able to deal with it. Anything else? Nah.
Those aren't good odds.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be fire related because it was what this thing was inherently like freezing and quenching the fire. So I don't think it would be fire related.
Yeah. To be fair, even if it was just locking the door, eventually that's not going to be good for us.
Yeah.
Anyone else
Okay,
wanna
let's
suddenly
go.
leave after I said that?
Yes. It grazed at exactly the same time. Also, you're underwater.
Maybe I'll just do something bad for people who live underwater. So it don't fill the room with air.
Oh no.
Oh, terrible. Oh.
Or maybe that's how the tentacle monster was summoned in the first place.
Oh.
Somebody tried to take the diamond. That's how you
Mhm.
get two krakens.
Rather than they might fight each other.
Oh.
And then we only
Yeah,
have to
but-
fight the one weakened winner.
What if they're like romantically involved and they become stronger?
Oh no. Oh yeah, nah.
It's a risk we'll have to take. But then maybe they'll move out together. You know, this place isn't big enough for two krakens.
That's true. We gotta find a better apartment. All right, let's go.
I'll come out of hiding in the other room.
Oh wow.
Hi, Randall. I like wave my sword around. Good to see
Flashbacks to an entirely different character and how he responded to fire.
An amazing sword to have.
Okay. What are we doing, team?
Are we what?
We're leaving the diamond behind. What are we doing now?
Yeah, going down this way,
Down.
I think.
Okay.
Down.
You not bit up.
Over the bridge.
Fighting
the
a
scat
kraken.
man.
On, keeping on, friends. If you cross the bridge,
I want to check for tentacles out the corner of my eye.
check for tentacles. You do not see any tentacles. Give me a perception check.
Oh my,
Oh my
God.
goodness. These people with their big bonuses to their rolls. I'm gonna start setting my DCs higher.
Big bonus energy.
Whoa. Big bonus energy. Oh my god.
This does not seem to be connected to the at least not immediately connected to the chamber that had the big tentacle monster in it. But you can see that there is activity below the surface of this kind of red, deeper solution, the water below, that is probably not friendly. You can see that there are some writhing fish bodies that are finned in a menacing way. Not the friendly fins, menacing fins.
Some menacing fins down there. No tentacles though.
Well, I'm not planning on going in the water.
No, but what if they can jump really high?
Maybe we like dash across the bridge.
Can I check the bridge for like structural integrity? Does it look like it's a solid bridge?
D&D for you folks. Yes, please check for structural integrity.
All your players are
also
paranoid.
channeling a previous character. Again.
just for Jack's sanity, since Jack is being left in the dirt with these references. Dox's previous character, Dane the dwarf, was briefly transported to the plane of fire.
Yes, I
and
remember that.
immediately developed a phobia, and additionally would do a dwarf check every time there was any kind of rock or stone.
That's because we were climbing the wizard's tower.
Oh yeah,
And we did so terribly at climbing the tower or something that it collapsed onto Dane. And then he was afraid of human-made structures specifically.
Oh yeah.
And so whenever we went anywhere and there was a human structure, he'd always want to check to make sure it was like firm and sound before we went through it.
I'd
I'd forgotten that detail. That's really good.
I don't remember why it collapsed, but it definitely collapsed on Dane.
It did collapse. It did collapse. Yeah. I mean, the tower was rickety, and you guys did.
It was a storm as well, wasn't it? Or something?
Yeah,
There was like a storm where we were like climbing the outside of it or something. I can't
Yeah, there were
remember.
like some people inside that got crushed in the ruins. Jesus. Anyway.
It was not.
Feel free to leave me with that with the references. It more than makes up for what I've done in this channel before.
Well, I mean, there you go. There are some other epithets that Dane had in the chat there.
Mhm.
Right, give me a check there if you want to do a check.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to use my vision
Your eyes.
sense.
Your eyes, yeah, vision sense. It looks structurally sound.
Good enough for me.
These commands.
I was like, I don't remember what the other two were. I only ever remember Dane's because it's so hilarious.
The other ones are also hilarious.
Susan.
With Susan. Okay. It looks fine.
Yeah, it's just maybe get across quick. It looks like a fine bridge. Fine bridge.
Yeah, fine bridge. What a good bridge you would be.
Yeah, maybe we just sort of dash across then. Not, just a little.
Yeah, just in case.
I'll dash
Is
first.
there anything? Is there anything goopy on the other side of the bridge? Does it look like there's a?
All the fish look like they're swimming around with no
Okay.
problems.
the whole
Dash
party
into
dashes
goop.
into. Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while since our party was in a dungeon, so it explains the cautiousness, but also the previous dungeons have also been filled to the brim with traps. So
I dash.
Same.
Dash.
Two at a time.
Tippity tappity, run your way across the little bridge.
Uh-huh.
Dash.
Dashing
Gotta
one
say
at a
dash
time.
now. Gotta say dash.
Dash,
Alright.
dash.
Well, you find yourself in
Dash.
amongst a bunch of
Dash.
goldfish as they swirl around. Savior of the party, I guess. As these goldfish swirl around, you find on the walls that there is some art. That has been graffitied upon.
Wait, the
But
art has been
additionally-
graffitied on, or the graffiti is the art?
There was art that has been graffitied over.
Okay.
There is additionally, like I said, those goldfish are still kind of floating around you, and they start coming back in your direction.
Wait, what starts coming back in our direction? The fish?
The goldfish, yeah.
I peek around the corner.
Okay. There is a door.
Makes sense.
Poor fish have just been like trapped in this hallway forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a big bridge. They've got. You know,
Oh, that's
they've
right, I
got-
forgot.
They can go visit. They can go visit the giant tentacle monster.
Yeah, they can go wherever they like.
Me, like 2 seconds later, completely forgetting that there was a whole bridge and another.
Is there any aquan in the graffiti?
There doesn't appear to be any text in it.
Okay.
Is there a plaque on the art?
So when I say art, I don't mean it's in a frame. I mean
Oh.
that it is spread across the walls in tile as well as paint.
Are there any aquan glyphs or symbols that I might recognize?
Let the man read.
Sure. Would you like to know what the art represents first, or are you
Yeah, that's
just
what I wanted. What's it look like?
No.
No, I don't want to know what it looks like. Just give me its meaning.
Yeah.
All context, no art.
I could go around
just want
museums
straight
and just
facts.
looks at the plaques of information and look at the art.
Very nice title.
Good title, yes, very good.
Yes.
I've heard that this is a good artist. I don't want to look at the art, but I've heard that
Yep.
they're good. So this art appears to tell a tale. You are able to decipher some of its You are able to decipher some of its meaning with the context of the Aquan sigils that are near it. It looks as if
Wisdom.
uh,
Saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom. Saving throw.
Succeed. There it is. Success. Success.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, it's
You
a success.
failed.
Perfect success.
It's always a little bit
Thank
longer
you.
than I expected it to be, but I'm always happy with it. 'Cause it's a good song.
Goes downhill so
Uh,
quickly.
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's such a good one. Good times. Anyway, so you decipher something from the art on the walls around you. There is kind of like like the evolution of man sort of thing, where you see like there's like a caveman and it eventually goes into more of a human form. Here, you have this kind of diagram, this artistic depiction of water elves who are shaped into the axolotl fae. And the catalyst, the driving force behind this change, appears to be the maelstrom.
Oh.
So the
This is-
axolotls used to be water elves.
that is what you deduce from the art here. The graffiti on top of it, however, does make it a little bit more difficult to fully appreciate it, as it is a dark black tendril, like almost sort of a tentacle. It's like a fish-like appendage that kind of floats along the wall. Not floats along, art style. It is drawn onto over the tiled art in a very kind of these dark, striking colors, and it looks like the end of it has these kind of like horrific spikes.
Ooh.
Hate that.
You ruined a perfectly good wall.
Why would they do such a thing? I don't like those spikes.
Are the spikes maybe the tentacles we saw earlier? Or at least represents?
Are you asking me, or are you saying?
Oh, I'm asking the rest of the party.
Or the long part's the tentacle and the little thing is like teeth.
Yeah?
Ow!
Teeth.
Just kicked the shit out of me.
Randall, did you see any like spiky bits on it?
I don't remember what Randall saw and what I saw.
Was its mouth like attached to a tentacle, perhaps?
What I don't remember is whether Randall saw the rest of the creature under the water or not.
Yes, Randall did see the creature under the water.
Okay, so there was like a big mouth with lots of teeth, big round mouth thing, lots and lots of teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably
And
teeth
then the
then.
tentacles were like around there.
I'll do a terrible depiction of what I mean.
Who would have graffitied this on? Because, like, meaning no offense to the tentacle, I don't think the tentacles could have graffitied it themselves.
Oh,
Could be
maybe
an
the little squids did.
Oh, yeah.
Is that ink? I go up to touch it and see if I can like wipe it off.
You can.
Maybe someone like summoned it here, and this is like they did this as well.
Oh, it's a squid cult.
Squult. I'm gonna prestidigitation all the ink off.
I'm just drawing this. See that there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh.
So kind of like a sperm.
They're like filled in.
Maybe
Need
it's
to check. Go back to biology and check the cell
A sperm
structure of
mixed
sperm.
with dragon fruit.
yeah. Squult. Yeah, if I can, I'm gonna try to prestidigitation the ink off and see if it all comes off.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're not certain that it's ink, but it is a similar texture.
That's true. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking
And
because
it doesn't,
squids.
it doesn't remove. Yeah, it doesn't remove it from the wall.
Was there anything important under that?
From what you can tell, it just revealed more of the depiction. But what
Okay.
you can see after removing that tentacle image is that the bulk of it was hiding one silhouette. Either side of the maelstrom, leading the Fae towards the maelstrom, and then kind of it's like Fae, or elves here. This silhouette, maelstrom, silhouette, more elves, or the axolotls. And it was the silhouette of the person that was covered by the tentacles inside.
Okay.
And the silhouette of that individual does appear to change. It changes from kind of a larger shape of what you can determine to be elves. You can tell because of the pointy ears, and a kind of very transparent watery blue form to an axolotl who is much more regal in stature, much larger in shape.
I think that's Crenea.
Maybe it's the real Crenea.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh.
is Crenea the tentacles? Like the real Crenea?
Maybe she's been transformed. They.
Because if so, it might not be the best idea to, do damage to it. If you want to get this tithe, just a theory. It might not be true, obviously, but
Well, do you have any way of undoing, like, I guess if it's a curse, I could try to undo the curse, but if it's just magic, do you have any way of dispelling it?
no.
Oh, can I thank you for gifting 2 subs out? Oh, can you? Appreciate it. Oh, Aaron got
One
it.
to Winter Sun and one to Aaron.
Yay!
Thank you, Kato.
Also hilarious that Erin got it when her name's Fire Turtle. All things considered today.
All things considered, yeah.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Such generosity.
Yeah.
You might be right. Maybe she has been turned into from the maelstrom or
Oh, so
something.
close to the 69, by the way, as well. Look.
Well, I was not thinking maybe she hasn't been turned. Maybe that is her actual form.
Oh.
All the statues.
Papaya.
Oh, hey, papaya. Thank you for gifting
Aw.
3 subs. Oh, I got it. And Puddle. Oh, thank you, papaya. Hi, I hope you're doing okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
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 Hey, papaya.
Agonizing Puddle. What a great name. Did we still plan on doing a second bio break today?
Yeah. You want to do that now?
Yeah.
Is this a good time? It would be a
Sure.
good time
Yeah.
for me, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
that's less of a question, more of a statement. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So bio break now?
Yeah.
Well, if it was a really bad time, I could try to avoid it.
I mean, we're not in the middle of anything. It's fine.
Yeah,
You guys
no,
can,
alright.
you're
Okay.
actively pondering.
Be a
In which
quick
case, go for it. Go for a little bio break.
ponder the art.
Once again, if you're new here, hello.
It's really hot
Rare that we
today.
get 2 bio
We're
breaks.
getting some bio breaks in. Also, I want some
With-
chicken, so I'm glad the bio break has come around, so I can go and grab some chicken.
Just get some chicken. Just get some chicken.
Depth of a
Get the
puddle.
chicken.
Thank you for the follow. Wow, we were just talking about
Oh,
puddles.
two puddles?
2 puddle names.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Go have
That's
stretch,
also a good name.
get some water, get some chicken, or other snacks that you want. Bring it back.
As I said last time, our breaks are very short. Usually, it's just refill drink, go for pee, come sit back down. We're not usually gone for very long. So, in Abyssal, have a look at the do-good penis in the meantime.
Hello, chat. How is everyone? Hopefully not as warm as it is here in the UK. Warm and dry. Just so dry. Everywhere. Something is so drought. Right? Yeah, it really is. Like all our grass is just. Our background's not doing too bad because in the morning the house protects it, and like the afternoon we've got like. In the afternoon, the two sides are like protected by like trees and bushes, and then by the time it gets around to the fourth side, it's like late enough in the afternoon, evening that it doesn't cause an issue. The front grass is ruined completely. It's and all the bushes and flowers and stuff. We're not technically in a drought here though yet. We're one of the few parts of England which aren't, so we can technically still water stuff. Yeah, it's pretty grim. And I'm assuming your falconry was cancelled this weekend, Nev.
Hello.
Hello.
I've not spent a huge amount of time out by anything green recently, but I did walk past some greenery earlier, and it wasn't green anymore.
Yeah, there's not much greenery left. Yeah, it's because not good. Like all the grass and like the next to paths and what like lining the roads is all dead. Or pretty much dead. If anything.
It's too wham.
Yeah, it's just no rain.
I'll make sure those golf courses are okay though.
I saw I saw there were activists pouring concrete into golf holes.
Yeah, I love it.
Which was
Oh,
which
I
made
love
me
it.
one happy, but unfortunately it's not particularly useful because the way they make the golf holes is just they have a tool which sticks
Removable.
it in and removes it, and it takes like 30 seconds.
yeah.
The real thing would be to splash concrete over it, but obviously that's I don't know why they're exempt. That's stupid.
Yeah.
New
Bridge
turf
people.
is also exempt. You're allowed to water new turf for 28. If turf is less than 28 days old, you're allowed to water it. So, like my dad's work, I'm allowed to continue doing stuff.
Oh, I see.
Well, we're not in a drought here anyway. We're not in the water caused by ban yet.
that doesn't mean you're not going into a drought. That just means that your water provider
Yeah,
is just restricting. Anyway, away from the depressing reality and back to our wonderful fantasy, which is underwater
Tentacle
temples.
monsters.
Monsters.
Water everywhere. It's so wet.
Oh, it's so wet. It's...
Yeah, I saw it in third person.
Have you watched any Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Because you are Boyle. You're the person who keeps
Oh
accidentally
no,
making...
no! Please don't compare me to that character. God.
No
I haven't
quite as bad.
seen that, but I assume the comparison extended only to the accidental
Yeah.
sexy comments all the time.
Yes, it's just the
Yeah.
accidental sexy comments all the time. Right. So you've experienced the art. You've drunk it all in.
Fully arted.
Pondered the art.
Pondered the art. I'll remove the tentacle there. I drew a bit of the tentacle on the GM layer by accident.
Think I watch
Think I watch-
propaganda in this economy?
Propaganda.
Have you never heard that phrase before?
No, I'm
Oh.
ACAB.
Yeah.
I understand.
Always carry a book. A cab.
Yeah. always carry
Or a
book.
brick.
There is a door.
Yeah.
Woo!
Let's go to the door.
Now I want to
When the-
open it.
Let's go to the door.
Still no
Okay.
news?
Let's get away.
Move yourselves before you open your doors, silly billies. Also, don't be afraid to put your tokens with have a big old pearl on them like Nerly has.
Ooh!
Oh, I
Lovely
remember the-
tokens.
However,
Yeah.
with the tentacle.
Lovely tokens.
I don't know how to.
Lovely jubbly tokens.
You click on your
Lovely.
token, and then you click on the not gear icon, and then a bunch of little icons will come up.
It's like directly
Oh.
below your character.
Mhm.
One of them's a
Lovely.
pearl.
Yeah, that's my I can breathe underwater pearl, because it reminded me of the mermaid pearl. And the hearts, just because I liked them.
Tonks, have you just put 420? Oh, no, you don't.
No.
Okay.
Oh my god. Restrain yourself.
Oh, I'm glad to see everyone is like breathing 69 there as well.
yeah.
Put your
Oh, I
pearls
opted it as
on.
well. Oh,
Put your
I did it-
pearls on.
I did it before.
Behave. Haiku's opening the door? Question mark.
Guidance.
Guidance. Okay.
Carefully and slowly, if it allows.
Because
These
consent
doors-
That's another one. Write that down carefully and slowly if it
Yeah.
allows.
That's sexy.
Hey, consent is sexy.
Consent is sexy. As you start to pull the door open, slowly and carefully as it allows, it
Sorry, I've just
instead...
remembered something from our old hunt days of
Oh no, what...
soft and slow.
soft and slow. Yeah, soft and
Hunt
slow.
days? I need an
Is that-
extra.
It's a game. Hunt Showdown.
We'd describe our pushes into particular complexes, areas of the game. Often you people push into it hard and fast.
Yeah.
We had soft and slow. Anyway.
Niff knows.
Soft and slow down. There you go. It's Hunt Showdown.
Just slow down. Oh god.
Oh, press the wrong thing. Press the wrong thing again. Oh god. 1 second.
Oh no.
Mission control. You like looking at. I can see you looking at each different monitor, like trying to close down things and open it.
Houston, we have a problem. It's too many tabs. Too many tabs.
Yeah, I've solved it. I've solved the problem. So you open the door, and as you do, there erupts a swarm of little fish that burst through the gap that you make and just rile their way through the group. And as they do so, each of you must make a dexterity saving throw as they make a break for somewhere other than whatever corridor they've been sealed away in. Please, dexterity saving throws, each of you.
Oh, lovely. Whoever opened the door, I did guidance, and I did say that. So if you need
Oh,
it, you've
well,
got a
yeah.
D4.
I assume that was Haiku. Doing it
It
soft and
was
slow
Haiku,
or whatever
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Soft
Yeah,
and
you did
slow,
describe how you
baby.
opened it, so.
Taking out D4.
Hey!
There is
Is this
a
a change
failure for
Would you say this was an
Haiku.
area of
Ooh.
fish?
No.
An area.
I tried.
That does sound like area of effect, area of the fish.
Area of the fish.
Oh.
So there are failures from just Nurly and Haiku, unfortunately.
High five, 16.
Oh, that's right.
You both take 12 points of damage as these
Ow.
piranhas
Oh, they're
Piranhas.
Okay,
Oh.
crap.
burst past you and take nibbles out of your flesh as they do so. There's
Oh.
a stream of blood that follows them as they make a riptide out of here down the hallway.
I like to think that they turn in a full 90 degrees at once.
Yeah.
And then go
all of them.
like you did in the.
It's like some kind of cartoon moment where I look down at my arm and it's just like the bone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, have you seen there is a fish that like attaches itself onto the sides of a shark and then like corkscrews down into the shark and is like just like pops
Like, takes a core of a shark.
yeah.
See how old it is.
Yes. Probably that and not to eat it for sustenance. Probably a scientific
Probably,
fish.
yeah, scientific.
yeah,
research.
Science
there's-
fish.
There's like sharks swimming around with just holes bored into them. That's what I meant to say. Because there's a fish that does that. So fucking wild.
Oh my
Nature is
God.
wild. Wild.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, it'd be a
continue.
real shame if one of those was around the corner.
Yeah, I know. Why am I giving you ideas? No.
Oh no.
And a new hallway presents itself to you.
See a lever.
Are you
Well,
two
I
okay?
I thought it
Mechanism
was a small
I
light.
activated earlier by like last session. I activated a mechanism.
You did,
on
yeah.
Did we ever find out what that did?
Didn't it sound like it came
You-
from the other side? Like a noise.
It sounded like it came from the north end of the chamber that was adjacent to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Continue. I was thinking to it.
Oh, so maybe because we didn't all the way back at the beginning, we went left, and then all the way down here. Maybe there was another door to the right that was like locked or something. We just never saw it.
Yeah, maybe. I unsheath my fire sword, just as a protection barrier now.
Sure. So
Stay
you
back,
won't, until you
fishes.
attune to it, you won't be able to use it properly in battle. You can use it as a scimitar, but beyond that.
Yeah.
And it, there is a slight bubbling of the water around it, as you can see. It's like heating it up, but beyond that, it's. So you can see that there is a small brazier, a little lamp, that is hanging off the wall ahead of you.
I peek.
You peek away.
I see semicircle. Here, there, and everywhere.
Oh no.
Ahead of you, you can see a statue of a water elf. And whilst this, you look at this and immediately think it's a mermaid. It's not. It's not a mermaid. We're just using the map that I've got. Okay, it's not a mermaid. It is a water elf. Let's say riding a dolphin for the tail. There you go. That's where the tails come from.
Okay.
Riding a dolphin in very formal and regal attire. Who is whose hands are kind of one clenched fist, one hand like this, kind of down in front of her. She is. You can kind of tell just by the texture, because it's a very finely made sculpture, that the texture of her flesh is supposed to be watery. But beyond that, it's difficult to determine the nature of the statue.
Does the shape look like Crinea in the art, or what I assumed to be Crinea in the art?
I'm gonna just say that yes, that was what you would. You could identify that this figure is similar to the figure that was on the left side of the maelstrom in the art.
We should probably take a closer look.
Yeah.
I say that out loud. That looks like the figure in the art, but before going through the maelstrom.
Is there a plaque of the statue for Haiku to read?
There's no plaque.
Sorry.
There's no plaque. Are we investigating?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. And one person give me an investigate with advantage. Someone else is helping you, I assume. Anyone got proficiency? Who's doing it?
I have proficiency.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Does anyone else have proficiency that's higher intelligence than me?
I have a +9 on.
Yes, better than me.
investigation.
So Haiku is investigating and Oro is helping.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's advantage, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And could I
Okay.
do like a religion thingy to see like what, because it feels like they're doing some like worship at this point. So do I
Sure.
derive anything like from it, from
You
that
can go
sort
roll
of
a
perspective?
religion check if you like. Yeah.
Okay.
With a 13, I mean, you can tell that there is some veneration
Mm-hmm.
of this individual, but it's hard to really glean anything more than that.
Okay.
With a 21 and a 25 on your investigation check, you're right.
What the fuck does veneration mean?
Yeah, I think a couple of us upon hearing that word, like, what the fuck does that mean?
Veneration is,
it's like revering somebody.
yeah.
What is revering?
Looking up to, worshipping.
Worshipping,
Looking
okay.
up to, not necessarily worshipping, but
It's- yeah.
respecting their like authority, their position, their
Gotcha.
expertise, or whatever, you know.
I thought Jack would have
I've-
got that from 40k.
We don't have such words up here
In the north.
in the north. Two
Okay.
syllables.
Sorry.
In fact, even syllables, if you have to say.
Sorry, sometimes the D&D words slip
Syllables.
through. With a 25, you do actually notice something a little bit unusual about the statue.
There's no plaque.
There's no plaque. There is no plaque. But additionally, there are hinges. Starting a petition to stop the D&D words. Listen, sometimes you just forget that they're D&D words.
That's fine.
Sometimes you just forget their D&D words.
Yeah, I totally assumed that y'all had made some joke that I missed. Like, had no idea.
Yeah, and I also thought there was something. I don't know.
No, I was just thinking. I was like, I don't.
had no idea.
Yeah.
That's fine. So you have noticed there are some hinges in the statue, and there are also some. There's quite clearly some gaps around the edges of the kind of the plinth that it's placed on. It looks like this is a secret door.
Can I tell from the placement of the hinges how it opens? For example, does it open like that, or does it open like this?
You can tell. So the hinges aren't necessarily, they're not around the plinth or anything like that, so it doesn't tell you how the door opens. But Jack venerates that petition. The hinges are actually in the fingers of the clenched fist, so it's clenched, and in the elbows of the arms.
Okay. There's like some hinges. I think there might be some kind of hidden door.
Ooh.
Like if you look at like the fingers and the elbows.
Oh. Do you know how to open it?
Can I try moving?
Might check for traps.
Where I see the hinges?
Haiku starts to reach, and Earl's like, nope.
Did you stop, Haiku?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me an investigation check if you want to look for traps.
I definitely picture Oro mom arming us anytime she needs to stop and check for traps.
Oro, you're maybe a little bit flustered from Haiku just quite happily starting to like manhandle the statue without even looking for traps, and perhaps you just don't. So I apologize. Sorry, just getting very handsy with the statue without. Come on now.
Handsy is literally only used in one context.
Hands on. Getting hands on.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting physical.
Let's get physical.
Touching the statue.
Yeah.
There we go. He cycles backwards through into the most simple thing. I could have raised a bit.
Primary school words.
And perhaps that you're just a bit flustered. And you don't.
Let me hear your circus talk.
You don't find.
Sorry.
You don't find any traps.
I don't see any traps, but there might be. I mean, can we look for things before we start opening stuff in the underwater?
Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself there. I'll have a look for traps myself. I'm a bit closer to it.
You know what? I think you find something like a secret door, and it's just a little exciting.
Yeah, I get ahead of myself when I see secret traps and contraptions.
Secret traps.
Contraptions.
Contraptions. Good save.
You do not see any traps.
Okay, I can't see any traps here. Now I've taken my time. I see no traps.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try moving the arms and fingers.
Okay.
Just put her middle finger up first.
Put a middle finger. Right. Okay, I'll try put a middle finger up.
Oh, the middle finger doesn't do anything.
I'll be funny.
Good
one.
Is that meant to mean something?
Make it do this. Make it do that.
She's
It's
just stood
a
around
circus
it
thing. You wouldn't get it.
till like gills run out, just making the statue do things.
Can you give me, let's say, a straight intelligence check?
Great intelligence check.
Nice.
Okay, so it doesn't take you too long to figure out the kind of the combination of movements that's required. First, you try moving it at at the elbows, and then nothing seems to happen. But eventually, you recognize that folding each of the fingers out, away from it being a fist to an open palm, and then bringing the elbows towards the chest, has this effect of kind of changing this figure from quite a stern looking, like I'm gonna fuck you up kind of stature, to a more like peaceful and forgiving, almost holy figure. In so doing, you recognize that there is a kind of a creaking crunch of the stone behind. A few little kind of dribbles of debris fall down, and the statue and the plinth that it is on seems to be a little bit more loose. Like maybe you could move it.
I will try and move it.
Okay, pushing it to its side. I'm gonna have to do some wizardry here, I think. I'm gonna have to do a lot of wizardry here now. We're not gonna do any wizardry. I'm just gonna move you so you can see past the dynamic lighting wall, because I accidentally forgot to leave a secret door thing here that I can just delete. So if I deleted the wall here, it would delete all of the wall all the way around this part of the thing, and that would not work very well. So instead, I'm just going to move Haiku here.
Ah! Stuck in the wall.
On the other side of this wall are some steps that lead down into a dungeon. Here, there are several locks tied to skeletons' feet that have trapped them in place. These rungs of metal that you can see that are embedded, these bars. One of them is occupied by a grung, a green kind of rain frog looking person. Can you see the name card?
No.
Can't see the name card.
And they are seemingly asleep or unconscious.
Do I recognise them as a grung we have seen so far?
No.
So, I sort of like look back and like whisper over this. There's a frog person in here. A grung. Sorry, I shouldn't call them frog people.
And they're not. Go ahead.
They're not. Are they tied down?
I think. Well, there's like some skeleton feet tied up, and I think people might have died tied up. They're asleep, so I am whispering.
Right. Well, we should wake them up, right?
So they're a prisoner?
That looks like it. I mean,
Judging by
the state of the room and the fact that it was hidden behind a hidden door down here. Should I go give him a tap on the shoulder?
Yeah.
They might be dangerous, so maybe do it from a distance.
Use a stick.
Poke them with a stick.
Can I use my telekinetic powers to do a telekinetic tap on the shoulder?
Tap, tap, take the skeleton
Yes,
hand.
you can.
Tap,
Yeah, telekinesis is moving something. It's not just like creating a like a tapping sensation.
Exactly. I'm moving their shoulder backwards.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're like
shaking them.
Yeah.
All right. They kind of shake their head and then scramble up.
Do they look like? Are they like locked up?
They do have a foot that is locked to a bar on the floor.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
Greetings.
Wait, are they speaking Aquan or are they speaking Common?
Whatever language you just replied in.
Oh, I think if it was a grung, I would have probably started in Aquan.
And replying in Aquan.
Okay. Are you locked up here? Well,
I'm in danger.
I don't know why I'm asking that because I can see that you're trapped in here. Who are you? Why are you here? Tell me your life story.
I am.
Wait, say that
Trapped
again?
I am.
Oh.
Kathoop, my name is.
Kathoop. I'm
Kathoop,
Haiku.
my name is.
Haiku is my name.
Pleasant to meet you. It is. You mean me no harm?
No. Wait, there's a few of us. I'll point over. No, there's Randall, Newly, Aurora, Nugget.
In danger here you are.
Oh, how? From what?
From what?
There's another. Might be another danger. He might even not know of the existence of the Kraken.
That's true.
Yeah,
I know.
That's true.
It's just, it makes me laugh.
What danger? We're fine. It's okay.
Are you locked up? What danger is there? Are we underwater?
Alright. We all know Haku isn't the best at speaking in these.
I know. It just makes me laugh.
The people here there are.
The-
Hurt me they did. My friends, they killed.
Oh, these your friends?
My friends, not these.
Oh. Well, we've been like tasked to come down here to fix something. We haven't really seen anyone yet. We've seen some squids wearing skeletons as armor, and there's a big, like, huge tentacles out there as well. But we haven't seen any people.
Dead then, they are.
Possibly. I don't suppose you know how long you've been here, do you? I suppose days and nights sort of blend.
Hard to track it is.
Why did they lock you up here?
No, not do I.
Oh no. Do you know maybe why your friends were locked up as well?
I know not that my friends were locked up.
Okay. I sort of lean back to the party and whatnot. This guy doesn't know why they were locked up. There were some people who locked them up here, but I mean, we haven't seen any people. They seem to be a little concerned when I mentioned the giant tentacles.
Well,
Bye,
I think
Sarah.
that's fair.
Good night.
I'd be inclined to say that possibly they were here before that tentacle was, perhaps? They seem confused.
Oh wow. Do you think
You're all
we
welcome
can-
to enter that room, by the way. It's just I only put Haiku in there for the sake of the ease of the dynamic lighting wall.
I'm gonna get all up in it.
Do you think we could pick that lock I've seen, or I don't know exactly if that's the right word, but what you've done before, Oro, maybe to help them?
Yeah, I have a look at how they're like tied up, seeing if I know how to undo it.
Yep, you can give a sleight of hands check if you like.
I'd be like
Or
saying an
thieves'
acronym
tools.
like what's happening just to keep them calm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You easily pop it open.
Okay.
It's a pretty shoddy old rusting lock.
There you go. Do you want to stay with us?
Gratitude I have. Here, why are you?
It's a very long story.
Yeah. There's the big tentacles in the other room, and we think that that's what's poisoning spawning ponds, pools, or something, Corneas said, and we're gonna try to make it go away or something.
I am here for the same reason.
Oh.
Here was for the same reason.
I thought that other people had got sent down before us.
Oh yeah. So was your friends like with you to help fix this problem? Who locked you up then? Did you any ideas who they were or what they were?
Fight I lost. We lost. My
Against-
party, we lost. My love, we lost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
People fish attacked us.
Do
I
they look
remember
like?
nothing.
Oh,
Did
they.
you have a plan?
Yeah.
Sent down here first, we were. To explore the ruins, we did.
Did you learn anything?
Too much danger.
Okay. I mean, we haven't really seen anyone else down here, have we?
No.
Not that I would define as people fish.
People fish immediately.
Oh.
Did they look like squids wrapped around skeletons? No.
They get some dirt from kind of like the just like the disgusting floor, and they kind of rather than actually getting some dirt and using it to draw, instead they just put their finger and draw in the dirt. And they draw a figure that it looks very much just like a humanoid, with a fish for a head.
Oh,
Of course.
Egyptian god has been down here. I see.
Classic.
People fish. Okay. Yeah, we haven't seen anything like that.
Attacked me and slid, they did. Slid my love. Stone scale, my friend. Dead they are. Not that guy.
Not the Fortnite skin.
Oh my god. Ooh.
It's cool.
Yeah, cool. That's the word that I would use to describe that. Well, do you think you would feel better about going home or about going forward with us to try to destroy or fix or whatever this creature?
Revenge I want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can help you get revenge.
We can try.
My stick, please. And they kind of gesture to the other side of the room. There is a walking stick. That looks quite well, like quite lovingly crafted. It's very clear that this piece of wood has not really suffered at all from being underground, underwater for such a long time, depending on how long it's been down here for. It looks like it's been etched with runes along the side of it. It looks as if it was made with care.
Magic staff?
It's like a more of a cane.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Hand
it.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure. For my back. She made me. And they kind of walk with their. They take the stick from you, and then they kind of rotate the kind of the body of it and show that there's a blade hidden inside of it.
Oh yeah.
Fancy.
Not as feeble as I look. You can see now that they've stood up that they do have probably some kind of back problem. that it's kind of got them a little bit hunched over. But they seem to be moving fine. They definitely seem to have some aches in their joints, though, which you suspect would be from, being imprisoned.
Yeah.
Do you need any food or water or anything before we go?
Any water?
Hungry I am.
Okay.
I've got sprouts.
Do you like sprouts?
Endless sprouts.
I
Sprouts?
think I also just have some.
What is?
They're a delicacy.
Oh, I'll just take one out.
You either love them or
Nearly
you
says
hate
it
them.
again. Do you like cruciferous vegetables?
they kind of lick the sprout and go, how eat I?
Just pop it in. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I think I have normal rations somewhere too. Yeah, I have 7 portions of rations. I'll give them one.
Okay. They,
Damp rations.
kind of hold it in their mouth for a little bit and then dissolve it and then eat it. It's a weird process, but it seems to be working for them. They seem thankful. Grateful am I.
Glad to help.
Ready to set off?
Right. Before we go, I want to look through this bit at the end.
Sure.
Is this like a little pool where the?
Yeah. So this looks like it connects to the same river or stream that was connected underneath that bridge that you walked over previously. It is kind of running water, and you suspect that it is running towards the maelstrom.
Can I try and look down that way?
You would probably have to climb on the wall to look around the corner because this is a small. Oh no, me climbing. Terrible. Because this is a small, kind of. It's like almost like there are steps. Like it's a moor.
I'll just climb up a little bit and poke my head around the corner.
Okay, go for it.
So put me here.
Yeah.
Can I go
you can go out here as long as you're on the wall.
Okay.
With your shoes, you'll be okay. You can see down here that there is a decent amount of vision that you've got there. Actually, you can see that there are 2 bridges. One of them,
120 feet.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
One of them is definitely the same structure that this building is made out of. The other is kind of some other kind of material. It's definitely not part of the original construction. That leads to and from some caves. And then you can also see to your west the bridge that you came across before.
Yeah. Okay. I can definitely see. Well, I can see another bridge up ahead, but I think that was the one we saw that leads to the tentacles. There's another one next to it, though. It looks weird.
Oh.
It's weird how?
It's like spiny.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Is it made of a different material?
Oh, yeah, it's not the same as the other bridge.
So maybe that's the one that the fish people made or something?
Maybe. There's some caves at one end of it, so maybe that's where they're hiding out.
Okay.
We haven't touched this red water, this salmon-colored water at any point, have we?
Nope.
So I have a mess kit. And I'm going to get out a ladle. Hilariously, while we're completely underwater. Not going to drink it. That is Randall. Randall drinks weird substances. Shirley does not. I'm going to try, ladling some up and see if, the metal melts.
Yeah, okay. So you ladle some of the water and it seems fine. It retains its color. You dip your finger in it, and you can feel that this kind of got. There's some additional buoyancy to it that it kind of resists you a little bit, but apart from that, it just must be water.
Jelly.
Smell. Or do you smell through gills now?
It smells extremely salty.
Jelly. So,
Makes sense.
salty jelly.
Salty jelly. Savory jelly.
Salty jelly.
Had that at the circus. Salty jelly.
I don't. Have you never had jalapeno jelly? That's like a thing. No?
No.
Okay. That's fair. I don't think that this is like going to hurt or anything. It's just weird. I don't know why it's red. It just seems very salty. Like
Well-
very salty.
At least it's not like molten lava.
That's
know?
nice.
That's why I used the ladle first.
That's very
In
smart.
case it was somehow hot or acid or there's a lot of magic going on, so it's kind of hard to say what it could have been. It just seems really salty.
I don't want to dry my shell out.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Shrivel all up into one of those raisins we saw earlier.
Yeah, you know, difficult to wax a shell like this. It takes forever.
I don't know,
Especially you can't
actually.
like reach.
Yeah, I end up having to go to a place for it, and there's always a weird moment with whoever's doing it.
Bit too intimate.
It's
Right.
like it's like can you put sunscreen on my back? But it's like, can you wax my back, please?
Wax my shell. And take off
My
all the
shell.
shit off of it before you do it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh god. One raisin bit.
Oh, thank you for that. Okay, let's fucking go then. Let's
LFG.
fuck 'em up. What's down here to the south? Is it another door?
That is another door to the south there.
Wow.
So many doors.
Which way should we go?
Maybe we should go south. If Randall saw that there was a bridge to the right, then
Yeah.
And we don't want something to like come up behind us.
yeah,
It's
We
true.
didn't know it was there.
yeah.
To the south we go.
Southwards.
Oh,
Okay.
I asked the frog what their name is. What's your name, by the way?
Their name is Ktoop.
Oh yeah, Cthulhu. Cthulhu, if you ever need to like rest your back or anything, Nugget is more than welcoming to anyone sitting on their back for a small while. So don't worry about that.
Grateful am I.
How is Cthulhu
Fine,
spelled?
I should be. It's spelt C apostrophe D O-O-H-P.
Yeah, it's not how I spelled it originally. That's true.
Yeah,
D,
but I think
D is
I've
in
taken
Delta
some-
or T?
I put it in chat. I've
Okay.
taken some artistic license with the with the pronunciation of it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm adding an additional f to it, but it could be a d. Knoop.
I've left my original spelling in just to
That's fine with me. That's fine
Yeah.
with me.
It's
Try
the
and
sound
open the door.
made when you fall through a trap door.
Or the sound of a poison dart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or a grape being spat into a bucket of water.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's precisely
This is an
like that.
oddly
We all can relate to
specific
that sound.
sound.
Yeah. So what are we doing, team?
Tried to open the door.
I feel like there's a joke that I don't get here.
There
Yeah, let's
really
go
isn't.
open
Nope.
I'm just so
There really
used to
isn't.
Jack accidentally saying things that like
Yeah.
mean something
Don't
that
worry,
I'm like,
we're just
wait.
letting
what?
Jack get away with his weird water bucket grape thing.
This is what happens when we play games on an evening. It's just me saying shit like that. So he's not used to it.
So
Alright.
we're opening the. Who's opening the door to the south?
Guidance them.
Me, I'm opening it.
You're
Guidance
opening
Oro.
it. All right. Okay. The door opens. It swings inward.
In Fourfish.
In front of
Oh.
you
Starfish.
Oh shit.
are
I think we found
many zombie-esque figures. These individuals have kind of Cthulhu-esque, kind of damp skin, as well as kind of these additional tendrils from their face. They have 3 eyes and like a fin down their back. They are kind of wearing some kind of matted, wrecked clothes, some like leather trousers that used to be worn.
When you said leather
properly,
trousers, I wanted to be like sexy leather trousers.
Not sexy ones.
How tight are they?
not sexy,
Really
unfortunately.
form-fitting.
I'm sure they're down. They're underwater. Yeah, but that's the point. That's the exaggeration that I'm making here, is that they look especially
They're like all bloated.
moist.
Maybe they're
Mm.
dampened by the other water, salty water.
They are kind of. They don't seem to notice you. They appear to be in some kind of, maybe not trance, but some kind of subdued state. They are stood in place. Some of them are the ones that you can see are kind of embedded in the walls almost. There seems to be some kind of growth on the walls that they are like attached to, and they're kind of just standing in place. There's a pedestal in front of you that looks like it has a lever on it. A lever that looks somewhat familiar.
Oh no.
And on the far side of the room, there is a tide of mysterious water that swirls around some pillars either side of it. From a statue that is holding a horn. As in a giant horn.
Is it a horn or like a metal horn?
It's like a horn and a horn.
I am none the wise to what this thing is now.
You know what to do. On.
Kathoop, are these the who imprisoned you?
Not these.
Have you seen these when you were down here to begin with?
No. Recognize these, I do not.
Sorry.
Well, there's a weird water over there, and it's not salmon colored, so it's also possible that this is actually what's poisoning the spawning pools.
The horn looks maybe significant.
That's not what was missing from the other statue, is it? That's like
No.
a trident or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I feel like we were told about a horn? Does the horn look like the other tooth thing?
No.
No.
The tooth thing is just a big old tooth thing.
Just big tooth.
This looks like it could be played as an instrument.
Yeah. If only we
Yeah,
had a
you should,
bard
she said.
around.
Awaken them, we should not.
Does anyone think they could sneak over there to grab it? I'm not volunteering for that. In case anyone was confused.
Everybody looks at Oro.
And with that, I think I'm going to end the game here. A little bit early.
Okay.
But we're going to end the game here. Thank you very much, everyone, for playing some D&D with me this weekend. Next weekend, we have a special guest visiting us.
Special guest.
So we will not be able to play on the 21st. Our special guest is still with us on the 28th, but there's a chance I might be able to persuade them to play Cthulhu.
Nope. Not on the 28th.
Not the 28th? Oh, you're away for...
Yeah. Chip and I are
yeah.
away for that weekend.
Okay, well, no chance of that then. Unless maybe there's some like time in the week or something that we could reschedule the game, but I don't think that's going to be the case. We could talk about it. We'll see.
Yeah,
who's
we'll talk
available
about
when.
it.
All right. Well, regardless, so we're gonna have to be on hiatus for at least 2 weeks of Sundays. But see you in September, I guess. I mean, we might be able to figure out something in the midweek or whatever. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what's possible.
Yeah, it'll depend.
Yeah,
'Cause-
time zones are pretty rough, huh?
Yeah, and now I'm even earlier.
Yeah. I guess it might depend on maybe. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll see. If not, then yeah, September, I guess. See you in September. But we'll keep you updated in our usual places. But for now, welcome temporarily maybe to the party. And you guys can admire the encroaching encounter with or without these gross fish zombies.
Great, can't wait. Yeah, good job on making it back, Evan. We're going now. See you in September.
Welcome back.
Jesus,
See you in
Evan.
September. And good job, everyone, on the riddles. And thanks to Chan for helping with the riddles today as well.
Good riddling.
Good riddling, and Oro has now acquired a significantly powerful weapon.
Oh.
Okay.
Ryan.
Are we
Right.
doing a
Oh,
riddle?
Oh,
a riddle me
riddles.
this. Oh,
A
fuck,
riddle
hold
I
on.
think it
Yes.
will have to be a slightly more complicated one. I mean, chat are going to have like 2 or 3 weeks to work on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
All
make
right.
them
Also-
work.
That requires a lot of memory as well, though.
Okay, 45.
No, there will be a
centimeters.
VOD. They can just go back. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just finding different a Google link that wasn't at the top.
There you go.
Click on a random page number and then.
Might be
Right.
too easy.
I don't think anyone in chat would cheat.
What's the point? You're just cheating yourselves. There's not even a prize.
Some people like to ask questions in class and then answer them because they asked a question they actually know the answer to because they like looking smart. So some people don't care about cheating themselves. I'm not
Some people
referencing
just wanna
anyone in
look
chat. I'm just
smart.
saying, yeah.
People
Some
do
people
that
are
in
just like that.
conferences all the time, and it really annoys me.
Yes.
They ask questions where they just want to ask the question to sound smart rather than they actually care about the answer.
Yes. I thought that was something that I would escape after like being finished with academia. Like people aren't here to like try to prove themselves and be top of the class or whatever, and then I get to like professional environments and I'm like, it's somehow worse. It's somehow worse. How
I
did it
believe
get
the song
worse?
goes, "High school never ends."
Apparently not.
I like the prompt that Grace is. I think it's Grace. I'm assuming it's Grace.
Like Grace has
It's
graced
a
us with.
solid chance.
What would your character's response be to a printer jam?
Throw the whole thing
Magic.
away.
Devastated.
Oh god, yeah, poor man.
Bracket Grace brackets. Who thinks printers can smell fear?
Oh my god, I've stumbled upon some dirty ones. Jesus Christ, maybe we should.
Oh
do that.
my! Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Not on this
Oh
stream.
my goodness!
My
Christian.
Not
innocent
in my
ears.
Christian Minecraft server.
Gosh, golly!
Okay,
Outrageous.
I've got 2 because you might get it straight away and you might not. What belongs to you but other people use it more than you?
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, got
Yep, that one I got,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, what?
What is it then? Tell me what it is.
it. Name.
Oh,
Your name.
yeah.
It's your
Okay,
name.
yeah, I just got it before.
What kind of coat is always wet when you put it on?
I want to say a raincoat.
But the point is not to
Yeah,
answer them now.
Those
Gotta
ones are
leave them for
pretty.
chat.
Yeah.
Well,
we
I
I
can
want
do
to
that.
clarify that it's not sexual in any way.
Wasn't it?
I was waiting for it.
Wasn't
Damn
raincoat.
it! It was.
It wasn't raincoat. No.
Damn it!
How does that make sense?
Ender's
Doesn't make
cream. I'm leaving.
Alright. That's the riddle for this week.
Yep, that's.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's it, Nave. Yeah.
Good job,
gotta
Nave.
be-
Yeah, okay,
Ruined
Nate's
it
got
for-
it. Never mind, we need another one.
You ruined it for
Oh,
everyone, Dave.
you
Good job.
Fucking nerd, Dave.
Now we can't go.
Gonna get a good grade in prompt making, something that is normal to want and possible to achieve. Grace, you gotta. I mean, you could easily assemble a bunch of prompts, make your own little PDF thing,
Mhm.
sell it online,
Yeah.
do it all on your own.
Sell it to someone who's DMing a game. Just put it up on one of the
Yeah, just put it
websites
on
that
there.
do that. Yeah.
I mean, I still think it's a good idea. The idea us
Yeah.
doing it is problematic because we've got so many different contributors. But if you're doing it on your own,
Oh, I was not meant to.
Poor
do that.
Nave. I don't think Nave knew the rules. We
you can do it.
No,
You do it for
don't
free.
underestimate Nave.
Ignorance is
Nave
not a
knew the
defense.
rules.
Yeah.
Nave
What'd you say?
always knows the rules.
He just chooses to ignore them.
Wait, rules to a game we made up last session? I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. He's a
Nice guy,
crafty,
Cass.
he's a crafty person, that Nave.
Mhm.
He's a crafty boy.
Nate will start playing a game that he's never played before and only tell you after you've played 3 rounds of it that he's never played it before and doesn't know what the rules are.
He's won every round.
And has won every round, yeah.
Right.
Oh, these rules feel like they're really easy.
Well, the problem
we're
is
not-
that
we're not
the
gonna figure out
hard
the dirty
ones.
are we?
The hard ones are sometimes just not good.
The dirty ones are really questionable. They're not very good. They're just made to be like, oh my god, what are you talking about? I have only 2 words but thousands of letters. What am I?
Let's not say our guesses out loud.
No, I've got a guess. I've got a guess.
Well, if you have a guess already, shouldn't we not know the guess?
No, we
No,
do off
we're gonna be here.
stream.
We're gonna be here all evening, and we might be wrong.
I have 2 guesses.
Whoa.
I've
Calm
got
down.
none.
Okay. Alright. It's not newspaper. Alright, we'll leave it there though. We'll that'll be the one for next time we play, which is probably in 2 weeks. So remember the riddle. I believe in you.
And if we don't remember the riddle, remind us of the riddle.
Yeah. We'll see you in September. Bye. Be good. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.